In this video, we added a laundry room in a master bedroom on the second floor. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome to the Plumbing Gurus. My name is Karsten. On this channel, we strive to save you money and keep you informed on all of the proper plumbing practices. All right, so in this one, we were already doing the poly B replacement for them, and they wanted us to add a laundry room on the second floor for the master bedroom, which is much better than where it was because it's in the basement. So what we did is we had to cut some drywall, add a vent and a drain and a laundry box. I'm gonna kind of go through with you the process of how I did it personally to make it all work and make it as simple as possible. All right, so the first place we started was trying to figure out how we could do the vent because it's actually a very steep ceiling and we didn't want to have to like go on the roof or have them patch the roof and run a new vent, and there's no attic space in here actually because of the way the ceilings are vaulted in here. So we were lucky enough to find a 3-inch stack behind this toilet. We did some figuring it out just by understanding how plumbing works, and we knew that there had to be a 3-inch stack somewhere, and we got lucky, not necessarily lucky, but we kind of figured there would be a 3-inch stack here. So we just cut a hole here and we were able to put a 3x1.5 inch Y in there and then just drill through all these studs. There's quite a bit of work to drill every single stud and mark it and make sure it looked good. But at the end of the day, it was much easier than going through the roof and making him have to do a patch in the roof. All right, so you just saw where we first tied in there, and then we had to come through this wall. So we had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 90s just to get over to the laundry sink and the washer itself. All right, and then after that, we made sure that we drilled a pilot hole down from right here to make sure there was no studs or anything in the way. And then we had already cut open the ceiling from the poly B replacement anyway, so we were able to make sure that we could get a drain down there and make sure we could tie it in. So we came down with our vent, and right here we have a 2x1.5 TY that goes over to the laundry sink, and we generally like to put our laundry sinks at about 16 inches off the rough floor so that in case they have a deep sink, you can still get your P-trap in, because if you go too high, you can kind of screw yourself on that one. That's just from experience. So then coming down, we got a 2-inch TY. So now, this is now a 2-inch wet vent right here because this laundry P-trap is coming over here and draining into this drain. And this portion right here is actually the wet vent. And then this is just a dry vent, well, above flood level rim. This is all kind of potentially wet. But this is the wet vent for this laundry right here. So then we came over with a 2-inch P-trap, and where we are in Calgary, the bottom of the laundry box has to be a minimum of 34 inches from finished floor to the bottom of the box, and you can't have a longer standpipe than 36 inches, and it has to be at least 24 inches. All right, so after we did all our tie-ins upstairs, I came down here, so I had my 2-inch clean out just ready to tie in up on over there. Then kind of, I wouldn't say the hard part, but it can be the hard part. We had to tie into a 3x2 into the toilet here, and we had to actually redo the flange because of just the way how tight it was. So we had to cut out the old flange and put it in a new flange. So we had to pull the toilet and redo all that just to get that 3x2Y in there, and it worked out decently. And then we ended up drilling these 2 joists right here. Bit of a pain to kind of mark and drill because it's right above a wall, but we got it done. All right, so now the 2-inch is coming over here, and it runs up and it just ties right into where we kind of showed you how it dropped down from up there. This part is pretty simple. We're just gluing and tying that part in. And then where we are in Calgary, we have to have an emergency floor drain. We call them indirect drain. It has to go from the laundry room. We generally put them directly underneath it's just a shower strainer essentially, and then we reduce it to 1.5 inches, and we have to run it all the way back down to the mechanical room, and that was not that easy, especially in a renovation. Lucky for us, again, we were doing a poly B replacement, so that all the walls were already open anyways, so it worked out very good for the homeowner to do this all at the same time because there's a lot of drywall cutting. But getting that 1.5 inch pipe from the second floor back down to the mechanical room, like on the opposite side of the house, wasn't that easy, but we made it happen. Okay, so that is our process of adding a laundry on a second floor in a master bedroom. Again, if you guys are ever watching from Calgary, Alberta, we have a plumbing business. It's KPN Plumbing and Heating. If you ever are looking for some sort of renovation, or we do a lot of new construction too, if this is something you would like to chat with us about, just give us a shout, kpnplumbing.ca, or you can reach us at 403-608-9557. And thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one.